All right, hello, wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday and a great tasting at Cafe Max. Starting our month of, South American month here at the Wine Watch and with our affiliate partners that we do these tastings with. You know, I like to focus on one part of the wine world, and August has become South American month here. We've got an annual tasting we've done for the last at least 5 years with Nicolas Catena wines, and Nicolas is kind of like, you know, the king of Argentina. He goes back. There's 4 generations now, the family involved in the winemaking industry, and some of the top vineyard sites in Mendoza. You know, Mendoza is a rather large area, about the size of Germany, and only 2 to 3% of it is planted to grapevine, so a very small percentage of the actual area in Mendoza. Some of the better areas, producers like Catena are starting to recognize and put on their labels, and of course, Catena's top wines, the Alta line, is a blend of his top vineyard sites. So I just do some single vineyard wines also in the Catena Zapata line. But for $35, we're not showing these $100 wines. You got to come back on September 6th here in the store when we combine Chile and Argentina for our grand finale, our coup de grace of Chile and Argentina tastings here at the store. We'll have 35 wines, including some top-level wines like the iconic Bodegas Catena Zapata. And we started out today with, some of the entry-level wines. You know, these wines now carry the title of high mountain vines. A little confusing, some of the nomenclature on these wines. And if you look at the Catena website, it's not much help either. Obviously, they've just changed these things, but you know what's in the bottle is what counts. And the Chardonnay, a little bit earthy note to the bouquet here. Some pineapple, lemon, citrus fruit, some notes of mineral, rock-like notes here as well. Really light on the oak with this line, if any oak at all. This wine is all about the fresh fruit. And on the second day, coming out with a little kind of baked apple pie note to the fruit, and that light, earthy, minerally note starting to diminish a little bit, and that fruit really starting to shine. A good little Chardonnay at $16.50. The Catena Alta Chardonnay, well, they've added the term historic rose to the label here. And, the bottle is really big also, which I don't like these huge bottles. They don't fit into a lot of racks, but it's Chardonnay, man. Just put it in the fridge and drink it. And this Alta is from Adriana and Domingo Vineyard, and 2 of the most prized vineyards in Catena, the Catena family owns. This wine has got wonderful richness, very different from the High Mountain Vines wine. Noses of peach and pear, fruit, vanilla bean, creme brulee, nutmeg, cinnamon spice, really complex bouquet of aromas. And on the second day, even opening up more, and lovely creaminess to this wine on the palate. Like I said, you know, we had 31 people in the room, and some of the people like the entry-level Chard, and some of the people like the higher-end Chard, because some people don't like oak. The people that didn't like oak, they liked the simpler wine better, and especially when they looked at the price. Although this wine is not that expensive, I think they've lowered the price on it actually at under $30 a bottle. This may be one of the best big, full-blown style Chardonnays we have in the store. Most excellent juice, big and Burgundian. Catena Malbec Vista Flores. You might look this wine up and not find it in too many places because it's a restaurant-only wine, and one of the best values in this lineup, man. Dark berry fruit notes of black earth, licorice spice, some dark violet notes as well. Smooth berry fruit on the tongue, just a hint of that spice and floral nuance on the finish. This is a real crowd pleaser style, meaning it's a little lighter, but still, like I said, some of that spice, black licorice showing at the end. Very good stuff at $13.20, and I just didn't see the need to buy this High Mountains Vines after having this wine. 2 different vintages, 11 and 10, and this wine's got a lot of blackberry fruit on the nose, hints of tobacco spice, light smoky nuance, some dried meats and dark spices. There are a solid core of fruit on the palate, and really nice structure for a wine at this price. But like I said, I didn't see the real value in spending the $3 extra. The Vista Flores is just as good. All right, the High Mountains Vines Cabernet. This wine was a big hit, and this wine's got a lot of dark currant berry fruit with toasty oak spice and woodsy aromas with some milk chocolate. A lot of that dark berry fruit showing on the tongue with some tannins. Nice freshness, those chocolatey notes also showing through at the end. A bit dry, but man, this wine's got balance and structure. It may need a little time, and for a $16.50 wine to say that, probably be good 2 or 3 years from now still, or better. The La Consulta 2010, also excellent. This is one of my favorite wines in this value lineup, meaning the $20 price range. A good hand of tobacco spice here, dark cocoa, soy-like aromas, blackberry fruit on the nose, light smoky notes here as well. Nice structure and depth on the palate with this wine, with nice freshness and that mocha and dark earth graphite mineral starting to come out on the second day. The La Consulta, which is a specific area within Mendoza, and this 2010, excellent at $20 and change. All right, the Catena Agrello, $13.20. $2.20. 2007 vintage Cabernet. Going back and forth here, Malbec, Cabernet, Cabernet, Malbec. And you really notice the difference in these two varietals. You know, the Cabernet has got more of that dry tobacco spice and more of that currant and, cassis kind of fruit to it. And the Malbec's more of a blackberry, black raspberry fruit to it. Anyways, this Agrello Cabernet 2007 showing a little bit of development here, some evolved notes in the bouquet, but still some nice fruit here, some dried herbs, a little bit of dry tannin on the finish, but this one really opened up the second day, showing a bit more evolution, but still fresh. An excellent bottle of Cabernet, $13.20. Wow, that was the value on the table. But the Catena Alta is the money wine. This 2009, a great vintage for them. And this wine has a host of dark spices, black raspberry fruit, almost liqueur-like in richness, toasty oak spice and fresh plowed black earth, notes of dark cocoa, really complex, rich and sappy on the tongue. This wine's got a good amount of sweet fruit, that tobacco spice, a firm hand of acidity holding everything in place. This wine is built for the long haul, needs another 5 years in the cellar at least, or a nice steak, and even better on the second day. Most excellent juice. That's what I had to drink at the Catena tasting at Cafe Max. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.